but it proves the point that if you make a video that enough people want to watch, the old legends are true, that he blew up out of nowhere. Don't I love just a nice simple setup, a camera, a microphone, no script, and no idea what you're gonna really say, with an off topic that you've just been kind of contemplating throughout the day. For those that don't know, my edited, scripted, the ones that I'm trying to be proud of and put more effort into, now live on a different channel, and that is at strange_quest. And I find it interesting lately, you know, there's been this whole MrBeast and Ava Chris Tyson or whatever, and everybody is farming views with it. There's been entire channels that have blown up because of it. Do I have thoughts about it? Sure, but none that haven't already been discussed. And it's just the same information again and again and again and again, and there's rightfulness to it, right? It's weird how people farm views off of controversy like that. The person with the information needed to do it, and then there's certain people that make sense to talk on it, but then all the different channels talking about ever, and much love to many of them, and I've watched many videos, and it's weird because it's like I hate controversy, but I also can't keep my eyes off of it, and it's so strange to see this big company that's maybe it's definitely the biggest single person that has grown into a corporation, become like the biggest YouTuber on the planet, to the point he's basically not even a YouTuber, working for Amazon, then watching that fall down. And then today he just released a video that has a bunch of views, and it's like, if you look at all those videos, they have millions of views, like the ones that are talking about the controversy about Ava, and more so about the alleged illegal gambling, and they have millions of views. But compared to the amount of people that watch MrBeast, which is like Super Bowl level, it's nothing, right? So there's like tons of people that probably don't know, there's people that watch MrBeast on their parents' account or whatever, and it's only really, even though there's millions of views, it's really a small minority of people that probably know about the whole thing. Not saying it's not going to affect him. I mean, he wouldn't be threatening to sue a bunch of people in the way that he is, or not he, they, the corporation, allegedly. That's not what I want to talk about in this video. It's just some off thoughts that lead me to what I want to talk about in this video. Now, as fun as the dumpster fire can be to watch, and it is, I don't know if fun is the right word, but again, it's hard to keep my eyes off of. There's so many videos and so much whatever, right? But one thing it makes me think about that's kind of besides the point, and a different point within itself, is the fact that Dogpack 404, missing page, Dogpack 404 kind of blew up out of nowhere, as far as I can tell anyway. Maybe he's on some other platforms, but I'm just like on YouTube all the time, and I've never seen him before, and he's kind of painted as this disgruntled MrBeast employee. The whole thing with him, the beginning of his video being filmed under a bed, and people are throwing rocks at that. But if you watch, Oompaville has a really good interview with him, and it was obviously like staged and kind of went over a lot of people's heads or whatever. And again, I'm not speculating on the whole controversy, but his video blew the heck up. Like, last I checked, he had one video on his channel, and he was the right guy at the right place at the right time during the Ava stuff. Somehow, so he says, had been preparing that video prior to that, and I'm sure he was, because there's a bunch of research, and I don't know if he had a video editor or scripters or whatever. Proves the point that if you make a video that enough people want to watch, the old legends are true, that he blew up out of nowhere, and maybe he has some sort of unfair advantage that I don't know about. And one of the things that I think about that frustrates me, that I try not to think about, people that are trying to do the old school YouTube way, no matter how good their videos are. You could be the best writer, best editor, best on-screen personality, but you're going against Goliaths, right? You're going against people that have giant teams. MrBeast is a corporation. At least he started in humble roots. There's a lot of YouTubers that still kind of work on a smaller level with smaller teams. I mean, Ryan Trahan has a small team. I'm one person. If I had one other person, that would be twice as much work as I could put out, and maybe even more if I was like full time, because I actually work a job. I have a landscaping business, and I do that kind of work, and I make all my money goes to this, that doesn't go to like feeding my dog myself and living life. But regardless of any of that, like, maybe he edited himself. I'm sure he planned the video himself. And it is a thing that's like, dude, he made the right video at the right place, being the right person. And those are all unfair advantages, right? But we all can kind of do that in our own way with the right idea. MrBeast did start at his mom's house, and that was a long time ago. But what is his name? Dogpack404 proves that if you make the right video that people want to see, it can blow up. Now, again, it doesn't have the types of views that a MrBeast video has, or even his new MrBeast video. Right now, as I'm looking, it has 9.2 million views, which is a lot of views. It's not 100 million views. It's not 30 million views, but I think about, like a crowd of people, when I get 200 views on a video, which is good for me, I think that's a lot of people. I don't know if it's monetized. He does say he wants to have a social media presence after all this. Even if most people don't like him, out of 9 million people, there's enough people there that, you get 1,000 true fans or whatever, and there you go. So I don't know, man. Like, it gives me hope. It gives me hope. Obviously not on this channel. Or maybe, I don't know. This is old school YouTube style. I'm doing this channel old school YouTube style, baby. Like, simple timeline, if I can help it. Being a video editor, I can't help myself but to over-edit things. But on this channel from now on, it really is just me talking to a camera, sometimes vlog style, sometimes this kind of style. And what do you think of it? Remember to like the video and subscribe and check out my other channel too. You gotta play the game. When I started this channel, I was still learning. I started in OpenShot, which is an open source software video editor. I've talked about it on other videos, and I was obsessed with cameras. I was just learning everything, and I'm still obsessed with cameras, and I'm still learning, and I've gotten, I would say, expert level good at DaVinci Resolve, if I don't say so myself. It was all over the place, and some of my best videos were just, playing the game on accident. But throughout the lifespan of this channel, I've been all over the place. Like, one video would be about Eckhart Tolle, then it would be about Tony Hawk, and then it would be like a vlog, and then it'd be like talking about gear, and it was just like whatever I want to talk about. It was like the opposite of a niche. Like, I was like, I'm the niche, and somehow people are gonna care enough to care what I'm doing. There's been some videos that I probably should have doubled down on, and for my next channel I got a bunch of ideas, because with these this channel was so experimental, right? Just looking back on the lifespan of this channel and thinking out loud. I have a few videos that popped off initially and then basically lost views. And then I have a few videos like the Tony Hawk one, which people love it and hate it, right? The comments are all over the place. And same with the Eckhart Tolle one. And that one's, I think, very misunderstood, which it's probably partially my fault. I'm only human. Both those videos, along with a few others, not as much, are they're evergreen, because even though I'm putting out videos on a different channel now, I still get viewers on those channels, and it just keeps getting more and more and more and more views on both of those videos. What is searchable? What is something that's sort of trending now, but then will also be searchable? Because you want that initial lift, but then you want people that are curious, and I do find that that's video essays about certain individuals or certain topics, but it's something I'm really thinking about, because with Dogpack404 proving that it is possible to blow up, and I've seen some other ones too. I saw, how do you like that? You like the fireplace with the DVDs? That's a vibe, huh? But the perfect example of what I was just talking about is James Janney. His videos are incredible for one, but also he doesn't have that many videos on his channel. They are niched down in a way with crypto and scams and money. But if you look at his channel, and he almost never posts, and he's, I think, hired a team at this point. It's been so long, I'm not really sure what's going on with him right at this moment, but he definitely planned accordingly. He definitely got lucky with the FTX thing, but it was also an incredible video and very long. But it is curious. Yeah, it's curious. It's curious because you got a bunch of videos that were very well done and very well timed that popped off, right? But then also there was a lot of luck between it, because I've seen, and maybe it's just me and my personality, but I've seen other channels that are definitely on par with him that didn't do nearly as well. One thing I think about with like Logan Paul and Jimmy and like many others, including like celebrities and CEOs and founders of different companies, is like maybe the individual isn't evil, or they aren't intentionally doing something nefarious, right? And it's just the way it's the game, like the game of YouTube, and it's like the game of business. It's no excuse, especially with like the weirder of like his friends' allegations. But like on the corporate level, right? They're making money, so they're gonna like make more money because that's what a corporation does, is make more money. Now he's in, MrBeast is in, and Logan Paul for that matter, are in a different situation because they're like, the creator economy, like it all relies on the face. And if you're like, you know what I mean though? Like, I don't know, it's a weird thing to think about, that it's like there's so many moving pieces when Logan Paul or Jimmy or whoever, Microsoft, whoever, right, does something bad. It doesn't necessarily mean that, because there's so many individuals in a corporation, that it doesn't mean like the CEO is the one to blame. But at the same time, they are the one to blame. I'm definitely not sticking up for any of them, and I really don't like the whole way corporations work in America. They've taken over the country, but that's for a different video maybe. I felt like I had something better to say. If it all sounded better in my head. But subscribe for more random stuff from me. Go check out my other channel. Check out some of my old videos if you feel like it. And I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you in the next live.